Gentleman from Missouri, Mr. Clay.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
5 minutes.
Thank you. Mr. Liddy, welcome back. AIG continues to post significant losses despite infusions of taxpayer dollars amounting to over $180 billion. Just last month, AIG experienced a shocking $61.7 billion loss, a quarterly loss, which was the highest in U.S. corporate history. Is AIG really too big to fail, and hasn't it already failed?
Well, as I explained earlier, there were reasons for that loss. It had to do with market valuations and then writing off assets on our balance sheet which we thought did not have as much value as we were carrying them on. I would point out to you that just last week we reported our results for the first quarter, and that loss was not $62 billion, it was $4.3 billion, which was substantially less than the loss was in the first quarter of 2008. So we believe we are making some progress. I don't think that AIG has failed. I think, as I've attempted to say in my oral remarks and then here in response to several questions, it's a very complicated institution. It's a very complicated situation. I think we have a good plan to work our way out of this and hopefully to repay the American taxpayer, but it is heavily dependent upon economic recovery and the capital markets staying where they are or improving.
Now, given these jaw-dropping figures, you know, I'm concerned that any taxpayer investment in AIG can be equated to throwing money into a bottomless pit. It appears that taxpayers are simply propping AIG up. Is AIG in effect a sinkhole?
No, as I said, I don't believe so. I think we have a good plan that we will be able to repay the American taxpayer. Some very vital businesses will emerge from AIG. We'll be a much smaller, more transparent, more nimble company. So I would not categorize it as a sinkhole.
Let me ask you about the AIG Financial Products Division. Did AIG retain any of the executives in its Financial Products Division that ran AIG into the ground?
The short answer is no. The top 3 or 4 or 5 people, the folks that I would say, I characterize them as the architects and builders of the multi-sector credit default swap, those people are gone. Do we have people who did credit analysis or trade on securities? Yes, but they weren't the architects and builders and engineers of that program.
So you are not working with a completely new team at the Financial Products Division?
We're working with a completely new leadership team. Many of the folks who are executing on those contracts are the same, but they're executing under different standards and different leadership and different requirements.
You know, all of the losses that we've talked about today have occurred under your watch as CEO. Tell the committee what exactly you are doing today that is so different from what you have done in the past few months so that you will better protect taxpayers' investment in AIG and ensure a return on their investment.
Well, we are trying very hard and I think making good progress to wind down the AIG financial products, which posed the systemic risk that we represented to the U.S. financial system. And we've made good progress on it. If asset values continue to go down, we could continue to record losses. Hopefully that does not occur.
Thank you for your answers, Mr. Chairman. I yield back.
Thank you very much. As you know, we have votes on the floor, and what I'd like to do is to recess until 12:15 and return. And of course, would give us enough time to have the 3 votes, you know, plus get a drink of water. So we will recess until 12:15.